Hi friends, we are going to discuss circuit and network theory. Let us start our discussion. The first question is the Q factor of the coil at resonance frequency 1.5 MHz of a RLC series circuit is 150. The bandwidth is option A 225 MHz, option B 1.06 MHz, option C 10 kHz, option D 45 kHz. So this question asked in teacher requirement board in the year of 2014. So let us start our discussion. Uh, Given data, resonance frequency 1.5 megahertz and the Q factor is 150. So we need to calculate bandwidth of this RLC series circuit. So we have general formula for RLC series circuit is Q equal to 1 by R root L by C or omega L by R else 1 by omega CR or resonance frequency by bandwidth. So depending upon the question what they are asking, we can choose the formula. Here resonance frequency and the Q factor given. There is no RLC value given. So we can directly choose the fourth formula. Q equal to FR by bandwidth. From this we can calculate bandwidth. So Q equal to resonance frequency by bandwidth. Q value given, that is 150, and resonance frequency 1.5 megahertz. So 1.5 into 10 power 6 divided by this bandwidth. So from this we can calculate bandwidth. If we calculate, we will get 10,000, that is 10 kilohertz. So option C is correct one. Question number 2. In a RLC series circuit, the impedance at resonance. Option A 0, option B R, option C infinity, option D L by CR. This question asked in TNPSC Assistant Engineer 2018 Electrical Department question. So in this question, in a series RLC circuit, the impedance at resonance. So this is a general comparison of series RLC circuit and parallel RLC circuit. The impedance at resonance is minimum in series circuit, in parallel circuit it is maximum. So accordingly, the effective impedance is R. For parallel RLC circuit, that is L by CR. So accordingly, the answer is B. The impedance at resonance is R. So answer is B. Next one. At resonance frequency, a RLC series circuit draws maximum current due to option A, the difference between capacitive reactance and the inductive reactance is 0. Option B, the impedance is more than its resistance. Option C, the voltage across the capacitor is equal to the applied voltage. Option D, the power factor is less than unity. This question also asked in TNPSC Assistant Engineer in the year of 2018. So here at resonance frequency, a RLC series circuit draws a maximum current. So in series RLC circuit, we know at resonance Xc equal to XL. So Xc minus XL becomes 0. So from the options, we can directly say the difference between capacitive reactance and the inductive reactance is 0. So option A is correct one. Next question. Two coupled coils L1 equal to L2 equal to 0.6 have a coupling coefficient K equal to 0.8. The turn ratio N1 by N2 is option A 4, option B 2, option C 1, option D 0.5. This question asked in teacher requirement board in the year of 2014, as well as the same question asked in SSC also. Right. So the coupled circuits inductance value given, coupling coefficient given, they are asking turns ratio. We know for a coil or inductor, the inductance formula L equal to N square by reluctance for air core. Reluctance is L by mu naught A. If you bring this mu naught A in the numerator, L equal to mu naught N square A by L. So we can say L is directly proportional to N square. L is directly proportional to N square. So accordingly, here two coils given, two coupled coils. So here coils are coupled together. The coefficient of coupling is 0.8. Both coils are having inductance 0.6. So from this general formula, L equal to mu naught N square A by L, L proportional to N square. So accordingly, L proportional to N square. So I can write L by L1 by L2 equal to N1 square divided by N2 square. So I need N1 by N2 only. So take square root on both sides. 0.6 L1, 0.6 L2. If you divide, you will get root 1. That become 1. So the ratio, turns ratio N1 by N2 equal to 1 directly. Very simple problem. Mostly in teacher requirement board, they are asking basic problems. We have basic idea, easily you can pass in a teacher requirement board. Option answer C. This question, two coupled inductors L1 equal to 0.2 Henry, L2 equal to 0.8 Henry have coefficient of coupling K equal to 0.7. The mutual inductance is option A 0.2 Henry, option B 0.28 Henry, option C 0.112 Henry, option D 1 Henry. This also asked in TNPSC Assistant Engineer in the year of 2018. So we have general formula M equal to K square root of L1 L2. M mutual inductance, K coefficient of coupling, and L1 L2 given two coil values. The question is they are asking mutual inductance M. So M equal to 0.7, L1 value given 0.2, L2 value given 0.8. So the answer is 0.28 Henry. So answer B is correct one. Next question. In RLC parallel resonance, the expression for quality factor. Option A 1 by omega naught RC, option B omega naught L by R, option C omega naught RC, option D L by omega naught R. So this question also asked in TNPSC Assistant Engineer 2018. So for parallel resonance, similar to series RLC resonance, we have three formulas. So Q equal to R by omega L, or Q equal to omega CR, or we can say R square root of C by L. In series circuit, just opposite of this value. Series resonance value Q equal to 1 by omega LR, this one omega 1 by omega CR, this one by R root L by C. It's just opposite value. So from the given option we can verify. First one 1 by omega naught RC. So this is the answer for series circuit. And omega L by R, this also RLC series circuit. And this option D is invalid. Option C1 is correct. Option C is correct by comparing the formula of RLC parallel resonance. So this one is suitable. So C equal to omega naught RC. So option C is correct one. Next one. This question asked in GATE 1999. A series RLC circuit, when excited by a 10 volt sinusoidal voltage source of variable frequency, exhibit the resonance at 100 Hz and has a 3 dB bandwidth of 5 Hz. The voltage across the inductor L at resonance is very simple question. So bandwidth given, resonance frequency is given. You can directly calculate voltage across the inductor. So resonance frequency under given, and at 3 dB bandwidth is 5 kilohertz. So accordingly, we have Q value omega naught divided by omega bandwidth. Omega naught divided by bandwidth. Bandwidth is omega 2 minus omega 1. So if you modify, that is omega equal to 2 pi f, we can get this answer. F naught divided by f2 minus f1. So f naught is given 100 hertz and bandwidth is given 5 hertz. If you divide, you will get 20. So the question is the voltage across the inductor L at resonance. So VL equal to Q into V. So Q value just we calculated, that is 20. Voltage applied given in the question itself, that is 10 volt. So answer is 200 volt. So option D is correct one. Next question. A series RLC circuit has resonance frequency of 1 kilohertz and quality factor Q equal to 100. If each RLC is doubled from its original value, the new Q of the circuit is option A 25, option B 50, option C 100, option D 200. So this question asked in GATE 2003 1 mark. Actually the same question asked in teacher requirement board EC department also. I think 2017 year question paper or 2014. I remember. Anyway, the same question asked in ECTRB question paper. So the formula Q equal to 1 by R root L by C, or we can say 1 by omega CR, or R by omega C, omega L by R. We can take three formula, but here R, L, C, all the values are given. So I can choose this formula Q equal to 1 by R root L by C. General formula. Here its information is the each R, L, C is doubled from its original value. So I have doubled each value. R is 2R, L become 2L, C become 2C. Now with both 2 are cancelled, you will get L by C. Here 1 by 2 R. If I separate 1 by 2 into 1 by R square root of L by C, this is same as your previous Q formula, old Q formula. So 1 by 2 into Q old. Q value given, that is Q equal to 100. So if you multiply 1 by 2 into 100, you will get directly 50. So the new Q factor of the circuit is 50. Option B is correct one. Option B is correct one. And next question. The transfer function h of s equal to v naught of s divided by vi of s of an RLC circuit is given by h of s equal to 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 20s plus 10 power 6. The quality factor of the circuit is option A 25, option B 50, option C 100, option D 5000. This question asked in GATE 2004 2 mark question. Now let us see the solution. So this is a transfer function equation. 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 20s plus 6. From this, the denominator is a characteristics equation. So the characteristic equation for given transfer function is s square plus 20s plus 10 power 6. So by comparing characteristics equation with the standard equation of RLC circuit, this is a previous derivation, standard one, s square, this is bandwidth, this is omega naught square. So we know the formula quality factor. Question is they are asking to calculate quality factor. Quality factor equal to omega naught by bandwidth. So this is omega naught square. So from this we can calculate omega naught. So that is square root of 10 power 6. And bandwidth we can take directly 20. Now quality factor become 10 power 3 divided by 20, that is 1000 divided by 20. If we cancel this 0 and 0, you will get 50. So quality factor for this transfer function for this RLC circuit is 50. So answer is B. Next one. In this circuit shown, the power supplied by the voltage source is option A under 0 watt, option B 5 watt, option C 10 watt, option D 100 watt. This question asked in GATE 2010 2 mark. They are asking the power supplied by the voltage source. This is the voltage source. So we need to calculate how much power supplied by the voltage source. So we can use any formula P equal to V square by R. For that we need current also. The current we can calculate here 1 ampere given this current source. Here 2 ampere given. Anyway, in this voltage source current in general we can take it as I. If we take it as I, this current is 1 ampere, this current is 2 ampere, so totally 3 ampere. General current coming from the voltage source is I, we can take it as I. So this 3 plus I. Right? So here at this junction, 1 ampere current leaving from this junction. So we can do 3I, 3 plus I minus 1, we will get 2 plus I. So this 2 plus I will appear here. Anyway, the 2 ampere leaving here, we can automatically get same I only. If we write a loop equation for this outer loop only, right? Loop equation for this outer loop. So we can write it as 3I, that is 3 plus I into 1 plus 1, 2 ohm, because both are in series. So 3 plus I into 2 plus these two resistors are in series. So 2 plus I into 2, that is equal to 10. Right? So this 3 plus I into these two resistors multiplied plus this 2 plus I into these resistors are multiplied minus 10. So if it is minus 10, in the right hand side become plus 10. So if you multiply this 2, 6 plus 2i plus 4 plus 2i, that is equal to 10. So 6 plus 4 10, 10 minus 10 0. So 4i equal to 0, I equal to 0. So now power supplied by the voltage source, we can use any formula V square by R or P equal to VI. So here I equal to 0. If I equal to 0, if you apply here P equal to VI 10 into 0, that become 0 watt. So answer is option A. Next question. In the circuit shown below, the current I is equal to current given in the circuit itself I. Option A 1.4 angle 0 degree ampere. Option B 2.0 angle 0 degree ampere. Option C 2.8 angle 0 degree ampere. Option D 3.2 angle 0 degree ampere. This question asked in GATE 2011 2 marks. Very simple. 2 mark question anyway, very simple. You can directly simplify this resistor and we put V by R, we can directly calculate I, right? For that we must simplify this circuit. Here resistor network given. The resistor network look like in delta form. We need to convert this delta into star. So when you convert the delta to star, no need to calculate using formula. The simple idea, if you convert delta to star, if all the values are same, if all the resistor values are same, you can directly divide by 3, right? If you want to convert star to delta, just you directly multiply by 3 if all the resistors are equal. So according to this, so here all the resistors are equal, the network is look like delta. If we convert this into star, you should divide it by 3. So you can write it as 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 2 ohm, and combine these two values as series, and again combine these two values as series, do parallel operation, add with 2, you will get the resistance. That resistance you can divide with the voltage V, directly you can get answer I, right? So 2 ohm plus J4, and here 2 ohm minus J4 because of capacitance divided by, because both are parallel. So 2 plus J4 into 2 minus J4 divided by 2 plus J4 plus 2 minus J4. No need to multiply, this is directly A plus B form. A plus B into A minus B, that is A square minus B square. This is A square 2, and here J is there. J square equal to minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 plus. So here 4 into 4, 4 square. And this J4 and minus J4 cancel. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. So 4 plus 16, 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So this equivalent value is 5. This 5 you should add with 2. So Z equal to 5 plus 2. Now we can easily calculate current. Current I equal to V by R. This 14 angle 0 divided by 7. You will directly get 2 angle 0 degree ampere. So option B is correct one for this problem. Next one. This question asked in GATE 2013. One more question. Consider a delta connection of resistors and its equivalent star connection as shown below. If all elements of delta connection are scaled by a factor k, if k value greater than 0, the elements of the corresponding star equivalent will be scaled by a factor. So one side delta network given, another side star network given. Option A is k square, option B k, option C 1 by k, option D square root of k. Right? So here one side delta value given, another side star value given. You should convert delta to star. So the general idea of converting delta to star. If delta value given this format, you can convert star as, suppose I want to get the star value R1. The outer wing is delta, inner wing is star. From this delta to star, if I want to get R1, you directly multiply RA into RC, then put summation of all the resistors, RA plus RB plus RC. Similarly, if you want to calculate R2, this become RA into RB divided by total resistance, that is RA plus RB plus RC. To calculate R3, RC into RB divided by RA plus RB plus RC. Similarly, suppose if you want to convert star to delta, so better when you convert star to delta, you can superimpose both the values, easily calculate. Suppose I want to calculate the value of RA in delta network, RA equal to addition of R1 plus R2 plus R1 into R2, and which resistor is not available in this combination is R3. You put R3 in the denominator. Similarly, when you calculate RB, R3 into R2 divided by which resistor is not available here? R1. You put R1 denominator plus R3 plus R2. Similarly, to calculate RC, R1 into R3 divided by the remaining resistance R2 plus R1 plus R3. Very simple one. Right? So, note down this superimposition. You can easily remember formulas. So, accordingly, this delta network, this star, suppose I want to calculate RA. So, I can easily calculate RB into RC divided by RA plus RB plus RC. Question itself given each delta value multiplied by K. So, RA dash become K into RA, RB dash, that is after multiplication of K, I am mentioning this is RA dash, and RB dash equal to K into RB, RC dash equal to K into RC. If you apply all the values in this formula, so K into RB, K into RC, KRA plus KRB plus KRC, and if you take K as common and here K square, one K value, a denominator K value cancel, you will get K into RB RC divided by RA plus RB plus RC. So this is same as here, so K into RA. Similarly, if you want to calculate RB dash, that is capital RB, that is star network, K into RB, RC dash become K into RC. So each value again multiplied by K only. So option B is correct one. Option B is correct one. Next question. The condition for R, L and C such that the step response y of t in the following figure has no oscillations. Circuit given option A, R greater than or equal to 1 by 2 root L by C. Option B, R greater than or equal to L by C. Option C, R greater than or equal to 2 root L by C. Option D, R equal to root L by C. This question asked in GATE 2005, 1 mark question. This I think the same question asked in TANSET also. Anna University entrance examination. When you go from BE to ME, TANSET. I think same question asked in TANSET. One year I didn't remember that year. Now, here is the circuit. So first you should calculate transfer function. So yesterday Praveen sir discussed briefly about transfer function. So transfer function is output divided by input with zero initial condition. So here output y of t, input u of t. Take Laplace transform on both sides. So if you take the equation here, Laplace transform 1 by sc. And if you write equation for this loop, u of s equal to r plus sl plus 1 by sc. When we write Laplace, the c become 1 by sc, l become sl. So here, if we cross multiply this sc, so scr plus s square lc plus 1, and this sc and numerator sc will be cancelled, and for characteristic equation I need s square alone, so I can divide lc and the numerator and denominator. So if you divide, you will get r by l into s plus 1 by lc, the denominator division value in numerator also, that is 1 by lc. Now I am getting the characteristic equation, s square 2 epsilon naught omega s plus 1 by LC, that is omega naught square, that should be in the numerator also. That was then only the characteristics equation will be valid. Omega naught square should be in the numerator also, right? So accordingly, so 2 sigma omega n is R by L. By comparing standard value, omega n square equal to 1 by LC. So omega n is 1 by root LC. Now apply omega n value here. Omega n value here. So R by this 2 become the numerator, R by 2L. Apply omega n, you will get R by 2L root L by C. If you modify, you will get R by 2 square root of C by L. Condition is there is no oscillation. For no oscillation, the damping value is greater than or equal to 1 for no oscillation. So you can equate that value, damping value greater than or equal to 1. You will get R value directly. So R greater than or equal to 2 square root of L by C. Option C is correct for this question when no oscillations. Next one, in a series RLC circuit, R value given 2 kilo ohm, L value given 1 Henry and C value 1 by 400 microfarad. The resonance frequency is option A 2 into 10 power 4 Hertz, option B 1 by pi into 10 power 4 Hertz, option C 10 power 4 Hertz, option D 2 pi into 10 power 4 Hertz. This question asked in GATE 2005, 1 mark. So general formula series RL circuit, resonance frequency f naught equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. So all the values are given. L value given 1 Henry and C value 1 divided by 400 microfarad. So we can write 1 by 400 into 10 power 6. If we take a square root of that, we will get square root of 400 become 20 and 10 power minus 6 become 10 power minus 3. If you bring that in numerator, you will get 10 power 3 into 20 divided by 2 pi. So this 2 and 2 cancel. So 10 power 3 into 10, so 10 power 4 by pi hertz is the correct answer. So option B is correct one. That is 1 by pi into 10 power 4 hertz. And next question. This one is asked in K 2004. For the lattice circuit shown in the following figure, ZA equal to J2 ohm, ZB equal to 2 ohm. The values of the open circuit impedance parameter is Z equal to Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 R. Circuit given. So option A 1 minus J, 1 plus J, 1 plus J, 1 plus J. Similarly, option B 1 minus J, 1 plus J, minus 1 plus J, 1 minus J. Option C 1 plus J, 1 plus J, 1 minus J, 1 minus J. Option D 1 plus J, minus 1 plus J, minus 1 plus J, 1 plus J. Right? The given network is lattice form. Lattice form. No need to redraw the circuit and calculate all the values. Very simple direct formula we have for this lattice circuit. For lattice network, if the top and bottom values are ZB and both cross wing having ZA, if the network is look like this format, then only this formula is applicable. So accordingly, the general formula ZA plus ZB by 2 and another corner value ZA plus ZB by 2 and Z12 is Z minus ZB by 2 and Z21 is Z minus ZB by 2. Very simple. So in the question itself given ZA equal to 2J, ZB equal to 2 ohm. Apply the values here. 2J plus 2 ohm divided by 2. So you will get 1 plus J. Similarly, 2J minus 2 ohm divided by 2, you will get J minus 1. Here 2J minus 2 divided by 2, that is J minus 1. Similar to this Z11, we also getting 1 plus J. So from the given option D is correct one for this problem. No need to go for big calculations. Option D is correct one. Okay, next question. The two-port network of figure A has open circuit impedance parameters given by circuit given. Option A, all the values are R. Option B, R00R. Option C, infinity R infinity. Option D, R infinity, infinity R. This question asked in ISRO 2008. In general, to do this Z parameter calculation, we need to short port 2 and applying voltage in the port 1. You can calculate two values. In the second part, we need to apply voltage here, the first port. First port should be open. Second port, we should apply voltage. Then only we can get all the values. But a general shortcut idea, if the question is given as only R, the standard network is this one, star. So whenever you calculate Z parameter, whatever the question given, first you convert into star. That is very easy for you to calculate the parameter values. The question is given in delta or any big network. Better if you convert into star, you can get directly answer. See, no need to use this formula also. For to calculate Z11, summation of ZA plus ZT is enough. Just you directly add these two, you will get Z11. By adding Z plus B plus ZB plus ZC, if you add these two, you will get Z22. The common value is ZC. That's all about calculation of two-port network Z parameter. Once if you have star network, you can directly get answer. First data is summation of these two. Another corner value is summation of these two. And remaining Z12, Z21 is ZC is the common value. So that's why, as for this question, ZA and ZP is not available. You take it as 0. Here 0, here 0. So 0 plus R. Again this 0 plus R, both corner values. And the common values are for Z12 and Z21. So directly you can get the answer R for this network. Very simple idea. No need for conventional method. Anything. If you bring any Z parameter equation circuit diagram into star, you directly get answer. So accordingly, option A is correct one. Next one, the Z parameter of the circuit shown in figure R. So circuit given. Option A 0.1, 0.1 minus 0.1.3. Option B 10 minus 1, 1.0.05. Option D 30, 20, 20, 20. Option D 10, 1, minus 1, 0.05. The question they are asking to calculate H parameter. The question asked in GATE 2005, 2 marks. So as per conventional method, while calculating H parameter, first we need to put V2 equal to 0 in the equation. If you once put V2 equal to 0, you will get H11 and H21. Similarly, if you apply I1 equal to 0, that is whenever current is open, then H12 and H22 we can calculate. So V2 equal to 0 means you need to short circuit the voltage source. I1 equal to 0 means you can open circuit the port. So accordingly, first I made V2 equal to 0 in the circuit. If I make V2 equal to 0, I can short circuit this. If I short circuit this one, this 20 ohm no effect. So I removed this. So the modified circuit become look like this. See here, I can get directly V1 by I1 equal to 10. So check where it is V1 by I1 here. So H11 equal to V1 by I1, that is 10. And both currents are in opposite direction. So I1 equal to minus I2. So from this we can say H21 value I2 by I1 equal to minus 1. And second case, when you make I1 equal to 0, apply voltage in the second port. Right? So whenever I1 equal to 0, there is no drop in the 10 ohm resistor. Therefore, this V2 and V1 directly applied across this 20 ohm. So V1 equal to V2. So H2 is V1 by V2 become 1. Similarly, this is 0. If this one is 0, if you write loop equation here, only V2 20 ohm I2, you can directly get V2 equal to 20 I2. So from this, I have the parameter value H22 equal to I2 by V2, that is 1 by 20, 0.05. So I have all the values H11, H12, H21, H22. If you apply the H matrix, the option D is correct one. Anyway, at least it takes 3 to 4 minutes to calculate this answer. But we have shortcut method 2. Actually, this is a relationship between Z parameter and H parameter. One net formula is there. In electric circuit analysis, you have already studied the relation between all the parameters. So we can easily relate all the parameters Z to Y, Z to H, Z to A, B, C, D, Z to G, everything. Accordingly, this is the direct formula. If Z parameter network is given, we can calculate H easily. So H formula delta, that is H11 is del Z by Z22. H12 become Z12 by H22. Z21 is minus Z21 by Z22, and Z22 H22 become 1 by Z22. The del Z means determinant of this Z network, Z11, Z22 minus Z12, Z21. Now, first calculate Z value, that is Z matrix. Just now we discuss, you can easily write this answer. First case is addition of these two. So 20 plus 10, 30. And another corner value is addition of these two, 20 plus 0, 20. And the common value 20. So I put 20, 20 here. Now del Z is 600 minus 4. That is the determinant of this. 600 minus 400, that is 200. Now H11 is del Z by Z22. So del Z is 200. Z22 is 20. So 200 by 20 is 10. H12 is Z20 is 20, Z22 20, 20 by 20 equal to 1. H21 equal to minus Z21 divided by Z22. So minus 20 by 20, that become minus 1. H22 is 1 by Z22, so 1 by 20, 0.05. The same matrix I am getting here. So no need to waste time in the competitive examination. Remember this formulas. For this you need to practice. To remember some, just remembering 3 to 4 matrix form is enough, right? Easiest case. Next one, a two port network is replaced by ABCD parameters given by V1 I1 equal to ABCD V2 minus I2. This is general case of ABCD network. Here, if port 2 is terminated by capital RL, the input impedance seen at port 1 is given by option A plus B RL divided by C plus D RL. Option B, A RL plus C divided by B RL plus D. Option C, D RL plus A, B RL plus C, B plus A RL plus D, C, RL. This question asked in GATE 2006, 2 mark question. So as per this condition, if port 2 is terminated by RL, so I am taking this 2-port network. I am terminating this second port by RL. Now, question is the input impedance seen at port 1. So, in general, ABCD parameter equation is this one. V1 equal to AV2 minus BI2 and I1 equal to CV2 minus DI2. Right? Now, this RL is shorted here. So, if you write loop equation in this area, you will get V2 equal to minus I2 into RL. So, now apply this V2 value in this equation. A V2 and C V2. Apply that value and take minus as common and take I2 also common. Both minus cancel, I2 also cancel. You will get the answer V1 by I1 equal to ARL plus B dot by CRL plus D. This is the input impedance. Input impedance is V1 by I1. So accordingly, option D is correct for this problem. Next question. This one asked in ISRO 2006. For the circuit shown below, the current I flowing through the circuit will be resistor networks are given. Current flowing is I. Voltage applied is 2 volt. Option A 1 by 2 ampere. Option B 1 ampere. Option C 2 ampere. Option D 4 ampere. So first we need to simplify this resistor network. Accordingly, just assign a letter. Here I take A, B, C, D. All the junction I take it as values A, B, C, D. See here, in between A and B 3 ohm. So A, B 3 ohm. Between A and C is shorted. Between A and C is started means both are same point. A and C both are same point. So I put A comma C. And between C and D you have 3 ohm. Between C and D you have 3 ohm. And B and D are shorted. So B and D are same point. So I put B comma D. And in between B and C 3 ohm. So all 3 ohm resistors are in parallel. So actually if same resistors values are connected in parallel, no need to calculate what is the R equivalent. Simply you can put the resistor value divided by number of parallel connection. Suppose here 3 ohm, 3 parallel connection, so 3 divided by 3 that become 1 ohm. Suppose this resistor network, okay, suppose 100 numbers of 3 ohm is connected, how you can calculate? So very difficult. On that case, you can take the shortcut idea. The value of resistor divided by number of parallel paths. So 3 divided by 100, you can get the answer. Similarly, here 3 resistors values are connected in parallel. So we can get 3 by 3, that is 1 ohm. So once get resistor value, you can directly calculate current. So applied voltage is 2. So 2 divided by 1, 2 ampere. So option C is correct one. Next is the time constant of the network shown in figure. Option A CR, option B 2 CR, option C CR by 4, option D CR by 2. This question asked in ISRO 2006. Time constant general formula, time constant equal to RC. So here two resistor networks are parallel. So you can directly say one is R, another is R. So parallel values R by 2. And here two capacitors. If it is connected, that is C plus C, that is 2C. So time constant RC. So R by 2 into 2C, you can get answer CR. The values are r by 2, here 2c. So r by 2 into 2c, this 2 to cancel, you will get rc. So for this problem, option A is correct one. Same question, they are given values. The time constant for the circuit shown in below is this one. So formula, time constant is RC. So R, these two are in parallel, and again this is series. So 2 by 2, that is the two resistor networks are in parallel. So 2 by 2 plus 1, so 3. So 3 into 0.1 microfarad. Sorry, 2 into 2 divided by 4k, that is 2 kilo ohm. This 2 kilo ohm multiplied with this capacitance. So 2 into 10 power 3 into 0.1 into 10 power minus 6, you will get 0.2 millisecond. Answer option A. Next one, this question asked in a Tamil Nadu Electricity Board 2018. If a current of 10 ampere flows for 4 minutes, find the quantity of electricity transferred. So I equal to 10 ampere, T value given 4 minutes. We should convert into seconds. So 4 into 60, 240 seconds. They are asking a quantity of electricity transfer, that is Q. They are asking. You know the relation between I and Q. I equal to dQ by dt. I need Q. So cross multiply I into dt divided by t, and take integration on both sides. So 0 to t, I into t. So I value given 10 ampere into dt. If you take 10 as a common, if you integrate, dt become t. The range 0 to 240. So 240 minus 0, you will get 2400 coulomb. So I'm sure D is correct one. Next, this question asked in TNEB 2018. A network has 12 branches, 8 independent loops. How many nodes are there in the network? Option A 19, option B 17, option C 5, option D 4. So number of branches is 12, loop is 8. They're asking number of nodes. You know the formula L equal to B minus N plus 1. You can apply directly. L equal to 8, B equal to 12 minus N plus 1. So 12 minus 8 plus 1, that is 4 plus 1, you will get 5. So option C is correct one. Next one, this again the same question. 2018 TNEB. When port 1 of a 2-port circuit short circuited, I1 equal to 4 I2 and V2 equal to 0.25 I2, which of the following is true? So options given all are based on Y parameter. So you can take Y parameter equation first. And condition given when port 1 of the 2-port circuit is short circuited. Right? Port 1 of a 2-port circuit is short circuited. If port 1 is short circuited means V1 equal to 0. If V1 equal to 0, definitely the answer does not belong to Y11 and Y21. Right? Maybe Y12 or Y22. To calculate Y12, make V1 equal to 0, Y12 become I1 by V2. Anyway, I1 given, V2 given, definitely the answer is B only. Right? You can directly say Y12 equal to I1 by V2. So 4 I2 divided by 0.25 I2. So 1 by 4 by 0.25 I2, both I2 are cancelled. 0.25 become 1 by 4. So if you bring this 1 by 4 in the numerator, you will get 16. Option 2 is correct one. Next question. Three resistors, each are R ohm, are connected in star. What is the value of equivalent delta connected resistors? The Staff Selection Commission, Junior Engineer, 2014 question. Very simple, direct question only. The three resistors, each are connected in star. As we know, when we convert star to delta, if all resistors are equal, just you directly multiply by 3. So answer is 3R. To make a confusion, they are given the option R by 3. When this is applicable, when you convert delta to star, if all the resistor values are same, then you can directly divide by 3. Right? So to get confusion, they are given this option also. But our answer is 3 ohm. When you convert star to delta, you directly multiply by 3. So option A is correct one. Next one, this also Staff Selection Commission Junior Engineer 2008 question. Two resistors rated 1000 watt, 250 volt, each are connected in series across 250 volt 50 Hz AC mains. The total power drawn from the supply would be 1000 watt, 500 watt, 250 watt and 2000 watt. Question is power drawn. Power drawn is maybe P equal to V square by R, or I can write it as V I. If you use the formula V square by R, we need the resistor value. So first we can calculate resistor value. So resistor is V square by P. So V value 250, power value given 1000, you will get 62.5 ohm. So two heaters are connected in series. So 65 ohm, 65.5 ohm plus 62.5 ohm. Across this 250 volt to 50 Hz AC main, you will get R equivalent 125. So P equal to V square by R equivalent, that is 250 square by 125, that is 500 watt. So option B is correct one. Again 2013, the voltage across R, L, C are 3 volt, 14 volt and 10 volt respectively as shown in the figure. If the voltage sources is sinusoidal, then the input RMS value. Option A 10 volt, option B 5 volt, option C 2.5 volt, option D 15 volt. So we have RMS voltage formula for series RLC circuit. Square root of VR square plus VL minus VC square. This is applicable when VL is greater than VC. So here VL 14, so we can write VL minus VC. If VC is greater than, we can write VC minus VL. If we apply that value, 3 square plus 14 minus 10, 9 plus 4 square 16, square root of 25 become 5. The option B is correct one. Next one, the value of the load impedance ZL for which the load consumes maximum power. Option A 50 ohm at a power factor of 0.6 lead. Option B 50 ohm at a low power factor of 0.6 lag. Option C 30 ohm at power factor of unity. Option D none of the above. This also SSC Junior Engineer 2013. This question is based on maximum power transfer theorem. So when the maximum power transfer will happen, whenever Z equal to ZS conjugate. So Z value given 30 plus 40 ohm. So the conjugate of that is 30 minus J 40. If you want to calculate ZL, square root of 30 square plus 40 square, so 50 ohm. So among this option, two options having 50 and the power factor 0.6 lead and 0.6 lag. We need to calculate. Power factor is R by Z. So R value we have 30 and ZL value just we calculated 50, 0.6. Here load reactance is capacitive because of this ZS conjugate. So here minus capacitive. Therefore power factor is leading. Right? So accordingly option A is correct one. And Z matrix of a two-port network is given by 0.9, 0.2, 0.2, 0.6. the element y22 of the corresponding Y matrix given by option A 1.2, option B 0.4, option C minus 0.4, option D 1.8. Z matrix given, they are asking to calculate y22. No need for any conventional method, directly go, because y22 is the inverse of Z. Right? Y22 is the inverse of Z. So first uh, find del Z. That is the determinant of that. So you will get 0.5. Y equal to Z inverse. How to calculate Z inverse? Adjoint of A divided by determinant of that matrix. So adjoint of this is uh, actually it should come Z11. I wrongly put it as Y Z11. So interchange these two and put minus here adjoint. So Z22 Z11 and here minus value and determination of that. So Z22 0.6 minus 1 to that is minus 0.2 minus 0.2, Z11 is 0.9 and determinant of this is 0.5. Question is only Y22 they are asking. So Y22 is this one. So 0.9 divided by 0.5, so 1.8 mho. Very simple case, no need for any conventional method. This question asked in GATE 2004. Option 1.8 mho. Correct this here is Z11. Similarly, for the two-port network shown in figure, the admittance matrix is this one. They are asking to calculate admittance matrix. Uh, Given is in terms of Z. To get Y, just you take inverse of this. So if you take inverse of this, you will get 0 0.1, 0 0.1 and 0 0.1 here. The question is calculating admittance. Admittance is very easy. See, remember, whenever you calculate Z parameter, the circuit should be in star form. When you calculate admittance matrix, the circuit should be in delta form. If you once get delta form with Y value, you can directly get admittance matrix as by adding these two Y11, by adding these two Y22, and this is the common between Y12 and Y21. You can directly write the answer. No need for any calculation. Very simple case. Z parameter, the circuit should be star. To calculate admittance, that is Y parameter, the circuit should be in delta. Once delta, you can directly get the answer. Add these two value, common value 0.1. So don't forget to put minus 1. But in Z parameter, no need to put minus, but here you need to put minus, right? And this one asked in 2001. I think the time is running. Within 5 minutes, I will complete. The voltage E0 in the figure is this one. They are asking to calculate voltage across this. So very simple, you can do in nodal analysis, right? So if you take any one value V, so V minus 12 by 4, V by 4, V divided by 4. There is no voltage source here. So if you separate V by 4, 12 by 3 become 3. So here 3 V by 4 is there, 3 V by 4. If you bring the 3 in the right hand side, okay, 3 cancel, you will get V equal to 4 volt directly. Option C is correct one. And this question asked in the teacher requirement board 2014, directly formula only. If a network contains B branches and N nodes, then the number of mesh current equation would be. We know the formula L equal to B minus N plus 1. So compare this formula with the given option B minus N plus 1. So here B minus N plus 1, here N minus B plus 1. So B minus N is not suitable. Option A is correct one. Again, this question asked in the year of same 2014 ECE TRB question. Using this formula only, they are asking to calculate number of independent loops. In a network has 68 nodes, 200 branches, number of independent loop currents are. So formula we know b minus n plus 1, branches is 200, node is 68 plus 1, so 132 plus 1 you will get 133. Option D is correct one. And this also asked in TRB 2014 itself. The impedance matrices, two matrices given. If the two matrices are connected in series, what is the impedance of this combination? If this connected in series, you directly add. If cascaded, you can multiply. Remember this. When two matrices are in series, you can add directly. When they connected in cascade, you can multiply. Right? So accordingly, these two matrices, if you add directly both, you get 18, 7, 7, 28. Option B is correct one. Next one. TNPC 2018. Two coil of inductance 4 and 6 Henry are connected in series. If their mutual inductance is 3 Henry, what is the equivalent inductance of the combination if a mutual inductance opposes the self-inductance? If it is in series, L1 plus L2 plus 2M, here mutual inductance oppose. So L1 plus L2 minus 2M. So L1 is 4, L2 is 6, and mutual inductance 3. So 4 plus 6, 10 minus 6, that become 4 Henry. Similarly, this problem also, the resonance frequency of the circuit, resistor, capacitance, the value given, inductance also given. The dot is given in the end. Whether it is in front or end, then you put plus. If it is one dot is in front position, one is lost, then you can put minus. So accordingly, this is a series connection only. So L1 plus L2 plus 2M. If only this dot located here, then you can put minus here. So I put all the value 10 millihenry, 5 millihenry, 2 into M value 2 millihenry. You will get equivalent value 19 millihenry. C value also given 0.1 microfarad. The formula 1 by 2 pi root L equivalent into C. You will get 10 power 5 divided by 2 pi square root of 1.9 hertz. Option A is correct. So time crosses more than 1 hour. So I stop here. So more questions also is there. We will continue in the next session. Right? Take this practice problem. Consider the configuration. This circuit is look like using a KCL junction. Right? So current direction also given. R value, current I1, I2, all the values are given. They are asking which of the following is true. Practice this because in competitive examination, most competitive examination, for EC department, most of the questions coming from circuit theory and communication engineering. For electrical department, most of the questions coming from circuit theory and control system. So on that case, more practice is required to get a good score in a competitive examination. Accordingly, practice is necessary. So try to practice. The answer is option A. Verify answer. Practice problem 2. The equivalent resistance in the infinite ladder network shown in figure is. So here, these R values are repeated. Series parallel combination. Take equivalent of this value, right? Do the parallel series operation. You will get final answer. RE by R. You will get 2.618 R. Practice and verify the answer. Here, this question asked in EC 2014. And this question also, assuming both voltage sources are in phase, the value of R for which maximum power is transferred from circuit A to B, maximum power transfer question. The same question asked in all the department in the year of 2012, that is EC, EE, and instrumentation also. The answer is option A, can practice. Okay, thank you.